Alright, so we're back. How's it going, everybody? Hope you all doing well, hope you all doing great. And today's video we're gonna be talking about a gaming PC build. But first, just like any other one who's locked inside his house because of what's going on, I've been watching a ton of other YouTubers and they've been complaining about how a lot of their viewership is not subscribed to their channel. And they're like, okay, how much is it, man? It's like 60% of them is not subscribed. So I was like, whoa, that's bad. I mean, if this video is given 1 million views, then like 600,000 people is not subscribed. Quick math. I was like, okay, how about mine? Like, I really wanted to know how many of you actually are subscribed and watching my videos. And this is what I found. Yeah. I'm out. I'm so out. I don't watch a lot of basketball, but you know what Chris Paul said?
Shit went bad real quick.
So yeah, guys, I guess it's time for you to subscribe now. What's holding you back? Would you do it? Please. Thank you. You're subscribing now. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I really want. Today's video, we're gonna be talking about a gaming PC build that can give you a lot of frame rates for the money. The previous PC build that I made was the Ryzen 5 1600 AF and RX 5700. But the thing is that I've watched a Fortnite video with an RX 5600 XT and a Ryzen 5 1600 AF, and I couldn't get near 240 frames per second at some intensive scenarios. And I was like, okay, that looks like a great CPU bottleneck. So I decided to bring out another PC build with a more well-balanced, CPU and GPU combo. So games like Fortnite, Overwatch, and Call of Duty Warzone, you can easily get around like 240 FPS, and the more intensive ones, you can get it at 144 stable. So this is what we're doing today. We're gonna go with like a more well-balanced gaming PC build, and let's see where this takes us. So for the CPU, we're looking at the Ryzen 5 3600, which is a 6-core 12-thread CPU. For 160 bucks, it gives you a great gaming performance. It will not bottleneck our GPU when we play games at lower quality, and we want to get a lot of frame rates. So this is like the most important thing. You can do video editing with it. I believe you can do streaming. It's a 6-core 12-threaded CPU, and it's one of the fastest. It's got like a great IPC, and it's for 160 bucks. And you can find like another competitor from Intel. The i5 9400F doesn't give you a great performance when compared to it. I mean, there's like an extra 6 threads that you get for that $20 to $30 delta, but the same gaming performance. So yeah, there is no reason at all to go for an i5 9400F unless you want to cheap out, but I would never recommend that. So now for the board, we're looking at something that's pretty basic, and it's the Gigabyte B450M, the Ace3H. It's got an M.2 SSD interface, so you can add an M.2 SSD in the future. And it's got 4 DIMM slots that can go all the way up to 64 gigs. And you can do overclocking. This CPU can easily go up to 4.5 gigahertz when you overclock it. So yeah, for $75, it gives you a lot of value for the money. And for the RAM, we're looking at two 8GB sticks of DDR4 3200 megahertz of RAM. So this is like the icing on the cake. 16 gigs is more than enough for gaming. I mean, 16 gigs is the future now, and I guess we will be ready for it. See what I did there? For the hard drive or the storage, I guess I cheaped out on that one, but we have two options for you. You can go with a 1TB hard drive from eBay for around 30 bucks, and it's brand new. And if there's anything wrong with it, you can return it back. And a 240GB SSD, or you can go with a 500GB SSD for around 60 bucks. I believe it's the Kingston SSD. So it gives you fast speed and a lot of space. I mean, 500GB seems to be like a fair enough space. But if you have an extra money, you can easily get a 1TB hard drive. And I would 100% get like a 1TB SSD, over anything else. So if you have the money to do so, you can do so. But if you're okay getting like a mechanical hard drive next to an SSD, then this is the way to go. If you now for the case, I'm going to go with my favorite option, which is the Cooler Master Q300L, which is a case for around 45 bucks. You can add RGB fans. It looks really good. It's fairly decent, for the price. And it's like a micro ATX mid tower case, so it's a pretty lightweight compared to the ATX cases, So yeah, it's a pretty, good case for 45 bucks, and it's got a tempered glass side panel. But I'd leave the case option for you. There are a lot of other cool options that you can get for under 50 bucks. But this is my favorite one, and this is the one that I would get. I mean, this is like the one that's available in my region, so yeah. Now for the power supply, we're looking at the EVGA 500 watt power supply for around 50 bucks. And this PC is pretty power efficient, so 500 watt is actually more than enough, and you can upgrade in the future to a higher end GPU. It's from EVGA, it's a pretty well branded company. And it's an 80 plus efficient power supply, so you cannot go wrong with it at all. Now for the GPU, and in my opinion one of the best price performance GPUs on the market right now, we are looking at the GTX 1660 Super. Now this GPU at around 230 bucks will give you a great performance in games like Fortnite, Call of Duty Warzone, as you can see right now. If like Fortnite is your main concern like me, I mean Fortnite is my favorite game, then a GTX 1650 Super could easily get this game at around 240 FPS as an average at 1080p competitive settings. So yeah, but when you compare other games, the GTX 1660 Super at 1080p will give you great results, and even 1440p if you wanna get like these graphical intensive games. You cannot go wrong with it at all. I mean, I really mean it when I say this is one of the best price performance GPUs on the market right now. So you really cannot go wrong. So that's it for today's video, and if you like that video, please press on that like button. If you didn't like it, then I want to know why in the comments below. So yeah, press on that like button so more people could come and watch that video, and they'll find me telling them to like that video and subscribe, and then they'll do so, and a lot of people will come, and I'll be one of the most famous YouTubers because of you. It looks awesome, it really looks awesome, but hey, you're just not helping me, are you? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.